The silkworm races are classified on the basis of place of origin, volcanism and molting. Further, they are also classified based on their color and shape. The silkworm Bombyx mori has been domesticated and reared for over 2000 years. It is a monophagous insect and feeds only on mulberry leaves as their sole food. Hence, when the word silk is referred, it is usually considered as mulberry silk. Place of origin. Based on the place of origin, they are classified as Indian races, Japanese races, Chinese races and European races. Indian races. These Indian races are aboriginal in India and Southeast Asia. The larval stage is longer and they are robust against high temperature and humidity. The size of the cocoon and larvae is small. In many cases, the cocoon is spindle shaped and the cocoon color is green, yellow or golden yellow. The cocoon shell is thin with less shell percentage. They are mainly multi-voltines. Japanese races. These races are aboriginal in Japan. The larvae are robust. The cocoon is peanut shaped. The cocoon color is usually white but few are yellow in color. The ratio of double cocoon is more. The quality of the silk filament is inferior and it is thick and short than univoltines or bivoltines. Chinese races. These races are aboriginal in China. The larvae are robust against high temperature but weak against high humidity. The larvae are plain and active. They voraciously eat mulberry leaves and grow quickly. The cocoon shape is in many cases elliptical or spherical and spindle shaped in few cases. The cocoon color is white, golden yellow or beige. The cocoon filament is fine and ability to reel is good. They are univoltine, bivoltine and multivoltines too. European races. These races are aboriginal in Europe and Central Asia. Larval duration is long and they actively eat mulberry leaves. Larvae are weak against high temperature and high humidity. The cocoon size is big with a little constriction. The cocoon is cream or white in color. The length of the filament is more. The ratio of double cocoon is low. Reelability is also good. Coming to volatinism, the number of generations one organism takes in an year is called volatinism. Based on volatinism, silkworms are classified into univoltines, bivoltines and multi or polyvoltines. Univoltines. These races have only one generation in a year. The larval body is large. The cocoon weight, shell ratio and cocoon filament weight are high. The cocoon filament quality is good. Bivoltines. These races have 2 generations in a year. The silkworms are more uniform and strong. The cocoon weight, shell ratio and cocoon filament weight are less compared to univoltines but more compared to multivoltines. Larvae are robust compared to univoltines. Multivoltines. The life cycle is comparatively short. They have many generations in a year. Larvae are robust and can withstand high temperatures. The cocoon size is small. The cocoon weight, shell ratio and cocoon filament weight are less than bivoltines. Cocoon filament is fine. Molting. The process of shedding the larval skin as it attains growth and passes through different stages of its life cycle is called molting. Based on molting, silkworms are classified into trimolters, tetramolters, pentamolters, rarely bimolters and hexamolters, but tetramolters are mainly reared for commercial purposes. Now, cocoons are based on their shape and color. Based on the color of the cocoon, it is different in various races of silkworm. The color of the cocoon is only due to the coloration of sericin, and the cocoon turns white after decumming. The distribution and the type of the pigments depend on the silkworm races. The color of the shell may either be light or dark in outer and inner layers. The shade of the color varies depending on the influence of the temperature and humidity during rearing. Shape of the cocoon. Based on the shape of the cocoon, it is also considered as a racial character. To a certain extent, it is influenced by the type of mountages used. The shape of the cocoon can be classified as a constricted, elliptical, spherical and spindle shaped. The shape of the cocoon is a useful character for discriminating silkworm varieties. Cocoons with deep constriction with the middle or with a very pointed ends are unsuitable for reeling, as it results in more breakages, thus affecting reelability and increases waste percentage.